I have found some of the creepiest items in LEGO's history, with each item being scarier than the one before it. So let's start with this Monster Fighter's haunted house that was way too terrifying for some children. This set was originally meant to be the harmless fun set for kids, until some parents felt that it was too scary for their children, causing a global outrage towards LEGO demanding they pull the set. I don't know what is worse, dealing with the parents getting mad about a haunted house set, or being the child that's parent kicked off at this. I mean, if my mom started kicking off about a LEGO set like this, I would be super embarrassed. However, I would not be too embarrassed to admit that I was afraid of this next minifigure. The Grim Reaper minifigure is one of the creepiest minifigures ever. Not only does the minifigure look creepy, but also the actual story behind the Grim Reaper makes it even more terrifying, because the Grim Reaper is said to be the person who comes to take your soul as you die. I really have no idea why fans of LEGO thought this would be a good minifigure to make, let alone make for kids. I mean, this scares even me. Stick around because we're about to get even more terrifying. This next item might actually be the most cursed and creepy LEGO set out there. This is the Bionicle Skull Slicer. Yeah, that's definitely a creepy name for a toy that is intended for kids. This Bionicle is far more adult than I think any other Bionicle ever made, simply because this name is literally Skull Slicer, implying that this Bionicle can slice your skull. But to make this even worse, the Bionicle has 4 arms, meaning that he can slice your head up to 4 times. I am so glad the Bionicles are not as real as I think they are, because this one would definitely give me nightmares. Actually, I think it will give me nightmares anyway. And one of the things that gives me the most nightmares is spiders. I genuinely do not know how people cannot be afraid of spiders. You never know when you may accidentally stumble upon one that could be filled with enough poison to take down a horse. It just freaks me out, and that is why I find this next LEGO set to be very creepy. This is the LEGO Aragog's lair from LEGO Harry Potter. I really have nothing more to say than this is a spider, and spiders are terrifying. Ew. I can feel them all over me now. It gives me the chills. So you better subscribe or this spider will be all over you in bed tonight. Anyways, this next LEGO item is so creepy that there were actually talks at one point of it being banned entirely. This is the LEGO Monster Fighters, the zombie set, which features a zombified graveyard scene with 2 zombie minifigures as well as a glow-in-the-dark ghost. The set alone was controversial due to the parents and focus groups finding it way too terrifying for kids. This controversy was so big that LEGO actually had to discontinue the set way earlier than planned, making it one of the creepiest but also one of the most highly sought after sets ever. Indiana Jones is not only one of the most popular movie franchises ever, but the LEGO sets and video games based on it were also very popular. They have sets all the way from check lane poly bags to huge temples. Specifically though, we have got to talk about the LEGO Indiana Jones Temple of the Crystal Skull. Indiana Jones has visited countless temples throughout the Indiana Jones franchise, but the Temple of Crystal Skull was way too dark for a LEGO set. The Temple of Crystal Skull scene in the movie includes various supernatural and creepy elements such as the Crystal Skull and aliens. As such, parents were outraged at this, becoming a LEGO set which caused a lot of controversy, with parents claiming it was not a good thing for kids to play with. So next time I see my cousins playing with this set, you know I'm gonna steal it from them. However, the next set may be one of the creepiest LEGO sets based on a family-friendly character. LEGO Winnie the Pooh is a harmless LEGO set. I mean, it even has a Duplo counterpart, so surely this should be fine for kids. Well, I think I can change your mind on this, as I found the creepiest Winnie the Pooh minifigures ever, because I never expected to see Winnie the Pooh like this. And the scary part about this is while the character is designed for kids, Winnie the Pooh was parodied by a movie called Blood and Honey, turning the beloved yellow bear into a terrifying murderous bear. I don't know what's creepier, the minifigure or the movie it is based on. Let me know what you guys think. But the next fan creation is even more terrifying in my opinion. Creepy clowns were a terrifying trend in 2015, with people dressing up in creepy clown outfits and terrorizing neighborhoods around the globe. I mean, even one in my hometown. We had one that kept lurking around our school. So why would anyone want to turn this into a LEGO? I know if this was standing outside of my school waiting for me, I would never go again. The BrickedUp has become one of the most popular LEGO products out there. They're affordable, easy to build, and just about anything can be changed into a brickhead. However, I think LEGO fans took this a little bit too far with this one. If I were to ask you who Michael Myers was, you would say, oh, he's the guy that voices Shrek, right? And I would say, oh wait, I never noticed that. Anyways, you would be wrong. Sort of. The Michael Myers I'm talking about is this stalker-like killer from the movie franchise's Halloween, who is seemingly indestructible. Michael Myers, every Halloween movie, comes and terrorizes the citizens of Haddonfield Halloween. And yep, some fans even decided that this was a great character to turn into a brickhead. It is cool and all, but don't let that distract you from the murderous intent behind those pale black eyes. Okay, we are ramping it up now. This next one, I must warn you, you need to be brave for. I assume at one point in your childhood, your parent kicked you out of the living room so that they could watch a scary movie without you. For me, that movie was always Saw, a movie about a brutal killer who makes people play games for their lives. It is truly one of the scariest movies I have ever watched, so when a fan decided to create this personal creation, people were stunned. Featuring one of the goriest and darkest scenes in the entire movie. You can see this minifigure has chopped off his own leg, and that this one has just downright— wait, I cannot say that. This minifigure has spilled ketchup all over the floor. Oh no! Yeah, that is certainly not on my wish list for a LEGO collab. Fans certainly take a lot of inspiration from the real world when it comes to creating LEGO, but this next fan made a LEGO piece of furniture that will give anyone nightmares. This is a LEGO head nightlight, which is already a weird concept for furniture. In the 3D printer software, the head actually looks kind of cool. The problem comes when you use it as a nightlight. Oh my god, that is terrifying. God, get it off my screen. I literally can't bear it, get rid of it. Phew, sorry about that. That may genuinely be the most terrifying nightlight I have ever seen. I do not think I would want that next to my bed. Ew. Now, these ones are pretty terrifying, but the last one will be sure to scare you. I tried playing Poppy Playtime, and I have to admit, it was way too terrifying for me. I hated every second of the vent chase scene and ended up hiding under my bed because I was so scared. So imagine how much more terrified I was when I discovered that fans had made Poppy Playtime into LEGO. I think the only one here that doesn't terrify me is Braun. I love Braun. He just looks so goofy. It's a shame that he is right next to the nightmare fuel that is Huggy Wuggy. I need to get these off my screen. One thing that people at conventions do well is cosplay. But there was one cosplay I found that honestly has scared me for life. Out of Comic-Con, one user decided to cosplay as a Lego man if they had realistic skin. And I have to warn you that whatever you're about to see is one of the most creepiest things I have ever seen. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I hate it so much. It somehow freaks me out and makes me feel sick every time. Who thought this was a good idea? Am I the only person who has a fear of ghosts? I think so many people nowadays just do not believe they exist, but I saw a ghost as a child and since then I have been terrified of them. And that is part of the reason why I think this next minifigure is really creepy. The pale white color and drooping black eyes and the mouth all makes this ghost minifigure pretty terrifying to look at. Subscriber, this ghost will come haunt you. Okay, I'm gonna ask you all a question. Has anyone ever seen Slenderman? He is said to roam around the woods stalking people and then killing them before they even had a chance to react. It certainly is not a friendly story for people who are scared of stuff like this. Meanwhile, I am big and brave and not scared of anything. Okay, I must admit this one is a little bit scary. Because why does he look like that? Who knows whether Slenderman is real or not, but one thing is for certain, this build is scary either way. Did you know there is currently a terrifying LEGO Fortnite game mode on Fortnite? Known as Block Monster. This LEGO Fortnite game is really not for wimps and wusses. You have to complete a variety of tasks such as cleaning, finding 5 fruits, and then finding 5 coconuts, all while being chased by a creepy enemy. You know what I said about wimps and wusses? I take that back, because I don't want to play this either. Squid Game is a Netflix show that exploded in popularity with countless people playing the games. I mean, heck, even Mr. Beast recreated it. But one of the scariest parts from the show is when red light, green light was happening. I hated this giant doll from the game, and as such, when I found this next LEGO set, I was massively spooked. Why is the face like that? I think what makes it even scarier though is that all of the sleeping bodies on the floor and guards armed with paintball guns? Yeah, paintball guns. Makes this truly terrifying. But the scariest thing to ever exist is the fact that you're still not subscribed and clicking this video right here.